Well, hello and welcome back. This is the Twin Flame Daily Tarot Pick a Card. My name is Tony, and this is the Pick a Card for Thursday, August 27th, 2020. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you were intended to be here because time is limitless. Hello, welcome back to my subscribers, and hello if you are new here. I'm so pleased that you found me. So, like I said, this is the Pick a Card. The way this works is, if I can get the deck of cards, I'm going to shuffle this deck of cards. I will randomly select 3 cards. I'm going to show you today is going to be 3 different pieces of amethyst. For each card, you will pick which piece of amethyst or which card resonates most with you. Drop down below into the description or the comments where you can find out what your message for the day is. And as always, if you like this deck of cards, it will be linked below down in the description. And when I refer to divine feminine and divine masculine, divine means holy, feminine and masculine do not have a gender. So let's get going. Let's clear our table real quick. All right. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. I'm going to clear, bless, protect, and activate and fully align all my chakras and energetic orc grid systems. Beautiful. Let's set the tone for our reading. Beautiful. And last but not least, let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ask our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit to please be present with us, to please help us to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. So let's go, y'all. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for our twin flames today? I hope you are all doing so well, and I just want to send some love down to Louisiana. Thinking about you all today. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. That's the first card. We need 2 more cards, please. What messages do you have for the twin flames today? If somebody watching is asking a specific message, what answers do you have for them? What do they need to know about their twin flame, their partner, their connection today? All right, we're just gonna go 3, 2. Boy, these cards are flipping and flopping. And 1. We'll take this top card and we'll do 1 more. 1 more card, please. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, Abraham. There we go. You got 2, but we're going to take that card right there. All right. So, perfect. Now for card number 1, we're going to put on this. We're going to do 3 different pieces of amethyst. Because what kind of witch would I be if I didn't have like a billion times? Because I mean, look, there's amethyst there. There's amethyst there. Card number 1, you're going to have this big old piece of mounted amethyst. Card number 2, you're going to get this small piece of amethyst with, it looks like a bear, and I have absolutely no idea what that other thing is. And card number 3, you're going to get this piece of raw and polished amethyst. All right, so like I said, card 1, card 2, card 3, drop down in the description or the comments and see what your message is. Welcome back. Card number 1, if you picked this beautiful piece of amethyst that has been mounted, you actually picked one of my most favorite cards, and I believe it is quite timely for the world at large right now. You picked card number 20. Flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. If you were to hear a false premise again and again until you yourself begin to believe it and repeat it, now your own activation of the contradictory vibration would interfere with your sense of intelligence, and you would begin to attract evidence of your belief, in effect, proving the false premise to be true. So in other words, if somebody told you the sky was purple over and 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 over again, okay? All day long, the sky's purple, the sky's purple. And eventually you actually began to believe it and you began to repeat it, okay? Even though you know damn well the sky is not purple, the sky is blue. Well, even though I'm looking outside right now, my sky is quite white with clouds. But anywho, or fog, I guess I should say. we know the sky is blue during the day. And even though you know that, you believe the sky is purple, you're going to activate a contradictory vibration. It's contradicting your belief the sky is blue. You're activating this belief the sky is purple, okay? And since you have this belief that the sky is purple, you're going to begin to attract back things to you to give evidence to this belief. In other words, you might see a video on YouTube that maybe somebody edits to make the sky look purple, or a picture where the sky looks purple, or maybe you're sitting outside at sunset and the sky's got, pinks and purples in it. And you're like, see, I told you the sky is purple, okay? In effect, you're causing this false premise to become true, okay? And so it becomes increasingly hard for you to call this lie, this false premise, this premise of false, even when there is evidence that seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time, you're going to become to believe that a lie is the truth. And y'all, I don't want to touch on anything. I don't want to get into specifics about, things that are happening globally, but I've even heard people who, prior to this pandemic, I knew people who I thought were sane and rational, and I have seen them go down some pretty wild rabbit holes in the last few months, and people believing that there are people drinking children's blood, and oh my goodness. So we need to maybe take a moment sometimes and stop and ask ourselves, before we allow ourselves to go down any kind of rabbit hole, is this actually reasonable and logical? Because you do have a logical sense of intelligence, and that sense of intelligence will help you discern truth from falsehoods. And it's very important that you take the time to look at what's in your hand, what you're reading. Like, this could be your phone, for instance, and ask your higher self and then check in with your heart. Is this true? Is this true? Do I actually believe this? Because if you believe it's true, you absolutely are going to start attracting unwanted evidence that's going to confirm to you, oh yeah, that's true. And before you know it, you will believe it lied. This is absolutely how these seeds of chaos and confusion and distortion get seeded within our communities at large, okay? And so it's very important, especially right now, card 1, twin flames. And when you're talking to each other today, this could actually be about you two having a conversation with each other. Please do not go looking for trouble today, twin flames. You can, I had a friend of mine who was telling me how before he started dating this girl, that he was kind of known as a little bit of a player. And when he got with her, he got really, settled down and loved her. A couple months into the relationship, he had a friend who hadn't met his girlfriend, who ran into her, and he's like, they worked in a restaurant, okay? And I'm sorry, my friend worked in the restaurant. His girlfriend did not. And his friend, who was meeting his girlfriend for the first time, for some reason thought that the girl worked at the same restaurant. He's like, oh, I guess I wouldn't have recognized you out of your uniform. And immediately her first response was, oh, he must be cheating on me. And she broke up with my friend within an hour because she assumed that this guy had a slip of tongue and that my friend was cheating on her with one of the girls in the restaurant, okay? Because she was so convinced that this guy that she'd been dating was a player that she couldn't believe that he would actually settle down and love her and he could be trustworthy. She was determined to find evidence contrary to that, and she did. And look what she did. And, it all worked out in the end because he's happy now. But she lost out on a really good guy, and that's her loss. And that's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of thing that can happen very easily. So card number 2, I'm asking you, do not go looking to find something to blame your twin flame over today, because you will find the evidence to support that, whether it is true or not, okay? I hope that you found this helpful. And if you haven't already liked, comment, shared, or subscribed, I hope you do. And I post new content Monday through Friday, so I hope that I get to see you again. And until I do, I hope you know how much I love you, and you keep on praying. Bye, twin flames. Welcome back, card number 2. Okay, so if you selected, like I said, there's a bear. Come on, focus. I have no idea. Sometimes I'm like, is it Japan, but that's not separate islands? It's not Alaska? I have no idea. If you picked the cute little bear, you got, I'll not ask others to become different from me. This is a very important message, twins, especially for twin flames, because see how they're almost mirroring each other? This is what twin flames do. Twin flames have a tendency to mirror each other. They reflect back how the person, and you may be asking somebody to change for you. This is number 59. That adds up to 14, which is 5. So 5 is change. This is you asking somebody to change, and maybe that's something you should reconsider. Let's see. Let your vibrational relationship escrow percolate. Y'all remember that dance, the percolator? Percolate, and give it time to and give it your undivided attention so that you become a vibrational match to it. Let's say that again. Let your vibrational relationship escrow percolate, and give it your undivided attention so that you can become a vibrational match to it. And then, when the law of attraction brings all of it together, there are not any bugs to work out. Do not ask the person who helped you to define what you want to become what you want so that you can have what you want. Instead, use your willpower to focus upon what you want, and then the universe will bring you what you want. Okay, listen. Let me reread that line again. Do not ask the person to help you define what you want. Okay. So let's say you are in a relationship. I'm going to use a twin flame relationship, but then I'm also going to switch to a different relationship. So let's talk about the twin flame relationship. You are in a twin flame relationship, and this person helped you define what kind of relationship you want. Whether they helped you define the relationship you want by their actions, by showing this is the kind of relationship I want, or by their actions showing you they did something you did not like. And you're like immediately, okay, this is what I don't want. So now I know what I do want. Remember, as soon as you know what you do want, you know exactly what you don't want because it's the opposite. And as soon as you know what you don't want, you do know what you want because it's the opposite. So let's say this twin flame, this relationship, this person has now helped you define what you want, okay? They helped you understand this much about yourself. You cannot ask this person to become what you want so that you can have what you want. That is not how life works. And I'm going to also say this applies to every relationship. Let's say you are in a relationship, and we're talking about a mother-daughter relationship. Maybe y'all even live together, you know. This person, let's say, you know, your mother is on your last damn nerve even. And so this person has now defined to you what kind of relationship you want because they have shown you exactly what you don't want. Well, you cannot ask your mother to become what you want so that you can get what you want to have. Instead, you need to use your own willpower just to focus upon what it is you actually want. Just focus on the energy. And more than that, focus on the energy of what that's going to feel like, the emotion of what that is. So let's say your mother's driving you crazy, and so you want to imagine having the emotion of feeling what it's going to feel like when you are living together peacefully and harmoniously together, okay? So right now what you need to be focusing on is feeling peaceful, feeling harmonious, okay? Just keep your energy level there. Focus on what you want, and then the universe will bring to you what you want. So quit trying to make somebody else change. First of all, you're never going to change anybody. Nobody can. Girl, that was the first lesson I had to learn in life. I had learned that lesson by the time I was 18 or 19. You will never change anybody, so don't even try, okay? Just don't ask people to be different for you. Focus instead on what you do want. Set your vibrational set point to what you do want. Peace, contentment, joy, getting along, whatever that feeling is that you want to feel when you arrive to the place that you want to arrive to. Set your set point there and then wait, because the universe, there we go. The universe will match it. Am I focused? I am not focused. We're focused back there, aren't we? Focus here. Here we go. You set your vibrational set point here, and the universe has no choice but to meet it. That is the law of attraction, and that is how it works. Stop worrying about changing other people and only focus on yourself, twin flames. All right, card number 2. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, I post new content Monday through Friday, so I hope you'll come back. And until I see you again, know how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye. And hello, card number 3. Welcome back. If you picked, I love this piece. This is one of my favorite stones. This beautiful piece of amethyst that's kind of polished on the top and rough on the bottom is so beautiful. I have worked with this stone many, many times. Then the card that you got, which I'm very excited about, is card number 44. The thoughts I think determine the relationship I attract. This is such a beautiful card. First of all, 44 is a master number, which means this is a lesson that you would need to master. Your angels, this is the number of the angels 4. Your angels are showing up to tell you they are here to try to teach you a lesson, that it is time for you to master this lesson and move on, okay? So the lesson that you need to work on today, card number 3, Twin Flames number 3 is that the thoughts I think determine the kind of relationship that I attract. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. Not only does the power of your thought determine which people make their way into your life, but it determines how they behave once they get there. I can't say that strongly enough. No, not only does the power of your thought determine which people make their way into your life, but it determines how they will behave once they get into your life. You are the thinking, vibrating attractor of your experience. The thoughts you think determine everything about the life that you live. As you turn your attention towards the positive aspects of the personalities and behaviors of others with whom you share the planet, you will train your point of attraction in the direction of only what you desire. So listen to that sentence one more time. As you turn your attention towards the positive aspects of the personalities and behaviors of others with whom you share the planet, you will train your point of attraction into the direction of only of which you are drawn. So, in other words, this is a perfect example from my own life. I have a few people in my life that I'm very, 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 very close with, and I'm sure they can say this about me, so I'm not that worried about if they hear this, because I can admit I'm this person too. They're a little bit over the top sometimes. Their energy can be pretty overwhelming at times, but because I love them when they are behaving that way, I choose not to focus on the energy. I don't try to take it personal, because it almost never is. It's usually something they're dealing with, and I try not to focus on that aspect of them instead, because a long time ago I did, and I got a lot of that behavior back from them, and our relationships weren't that great back then. Our relationships were kind of stressful, kind of tense. Some days I didn't even know why I was even in these relationships, because all it felt like was we were just angry all the time or stressed out at each other all the time. And so what I started doing with these people was I started focusing on their behaviors and the aspects of their personality that I did love and the parts that I wanted to see more of. And I started just really just giving my energy to that, thinking those thoughts about them, thinking about those parts of them that I loved. And I'm not kidding when I tell you, when I'm with them, they seldom show me anything less than those aspects of them that I focus the most on. I think about, my one friend, what an extremely generous, giving person she is, how helpful she is, how loving and kind she is. And I focus less on her, worrying all the time and feeling stressed out and angry all the time. I don't think about that anymore. I really focus on the better parts of her, the happy parts, the loving parts, the generous parts. And I promise you, I have seen the biggest change in our relationship since I did that. And so that's what they're asking you. The thoughts, I think, determine the relationship that I attract. This is not just about, your twin flame relationship. It is all relationships in this earth that you live. So twin flame card number 3 today, if you want to attract happy, fulfilling, soulful relationships in your life, then you need to focus on the aspects of the people around you that are happy, that are fulfilling, and that are, soulful. Focus on those parts of them and see how that little shift in your energy can just completely shift the entire situation. Because when you reset when your point of attraction is down here, you're going to attract this kind of energy, lower energy. When you reset your point of attraction up higher, your point of attraction now attracts higher energy. So try it. Just try it. See how it goes. The thoughts, I think, determine the relationship I attract. All right, card number 3. I hope you found this helpful. If you did and you haven't already, like, comment, shared, or subscribed. I could not appreciate it more. And I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you come back. I post new content Monday through Friday. So until I see you again, know how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, card number 3.